Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to another Ashes of Creation video. Hello, YouTube. My name's Jake. Quick update tonight. I want to cover some breaking news. Steven just posted this update to the Ashes of Creation Discord. This is addressing the duping item duplication issues that have been going on. I heard about it happening a lot on Resna, but I'm assuming multiple guilds and servers took advantage of this. Basically, let's just read this. We'll read this because this gives context. So, good evening. This is Steven talking. As many testers are aware, last weekend we introduced a bug into the game that allowed for several dupes to exist. As I have said in the past, our velocity to deploy fixes is a direct correlation to the possibility of introducing new bugs into the live version of Alpha 2. We are working hard and fast to address the most pressing issues we identify with the help of our glorious testers each weekend. Unfortunately, some testers took advantage of this situation, attempting to exploit these bugs in an effort to dupe materials, gain gold, generate node treasury funds, and craft legendary equipment. Some testers did the right thing and reported the issue to us, but the damage was already done to our test environment. Think of like the economy and all this type of stuff. Like, any server that took part in this and duped a bunch of stuff, made legendary gear, like that stuff shouldn't have been possible. And it basically bricks the server for research purposes and, being able to like get clean data all the way up until phase 2. So this is crazy to read. As a result of these bad actors, we have since wiped all duped materials, removed all legendary item IDs that were created with duped materials, reset treasury amounts for the offending nodes, initiated emergency elections in nodes where buildings were created with ill-gotten treasury and supplies, and I have deleted over 100 characters that were found to have participated in the exploitative activity numerous times. If you purchased or received items from these exploits, you will find those missing. If you gained gold via the exploits, your gold was reduced to 0. The testers who participated in this activity must understand that doing this harms the game, a game which you obviously care about. I have warned in the past, and it exists in our EULA and terms of service, that cheating, RMT, and exploiting will be dealt with harshly. Everyone should be happy to know that as a company, we care for the integrity of our players' achievements, and as such, it is necessary for us to stay vigilant in the tools we create that help us monitor and address these issues. Let this serve as a warning, and take it from someone who themselves has been banned from games. Ashes will be different, so don't partake. Instead, report it. And play safe, my friends. Thank you. So, crazy. First of all, I personally didn't have any expectation specifically in terms of what was going to happen with the dupes. I did not realize that they had the tools in place currently to track the IDs, figure out who, like where the materials went, how they got used, the fact that they can check and see like items that were created with duped materials, like they can get that granular. A nice icing on the touch is reducing deleting characters, reducing gold down to 0. I think this is an extremely satisfying and appropriate approach to this, because Ashes is getting to start off on instance number 1 like this. They're coming straight out the gates. This is how we are going to respond to situations like this. Do not fuck around. You will find out. And I think this is an extremely positive response. And it's quick too. It is currently Thursday night. Tomorrow is the beginning of week 5 for Alpha 2 testing. And the fact that they have been able to remove legendary items that were made, reset treasury amounts in the nodes that like whole guilds use this method to dupe and progress their node, build more node buildings and stuff like that. I mean, this is fantastic, and I think the nuance for each of these punishments to these different situations or actions to each of these different situations is a hugely positive thing. And it shows that they have the confidence and the tools to make these nuanced decisions and react appropriately. So fantastic. Couldn't be happier to see. This going forward sets a huge precedent. We now have the instance of the griefing with the 𝙀𝙑𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿 incident where people straight up actually got banned for that. They got a warning, continued doing it, got banned. And now on the separate side of that, with economy type stuff, duping, anything that like, these are huge issues that like New World went through when it first came out. And partially reasons why I never even bothered to try and play it, because when I saw it, I was like, this is a joke. You got sausages in the chat and the economy is bricked. I don't even know how soon that was, but it seemed early on in the game. So seeing stuff like this get taken care of and reacted upon to this granular of detail in alpha, we're not even out of phase 1 yet, and something like this just set a precedent where if this happens again, you bet people are not going to be risking their characters doing this. It also just makes them, I don't know. I was browsing through Reddit. If you just type on the Ashes of Creation subreddit, you type in dupe, there are some very funny posts up there of people like kind of pleading to why they think they shouldn't be punished. And this was like over the past couple of days, so it's funny to see like what they wrote, and then here's like the actual official response and punishment coming straight out. I was totally gonna record a separate video tonight. I'm bouncing between like a finding copper guide video and how much money you can make doing caravan video, but this was kind of like breaking news, and so I just really wanted to cover this, and I'll still work on one of the other two in the background. So just wanted to get this out. This is super crazy. This is great for the game. This is great for everyone that cares about the game and is playing right now or is interested in joining the game at a future phase, whether it's phase 2 or 3 of Alpha 2. And I think Intrepid and Steven handled it fantastically. Happy to see it. And this is a huge positive step forward for the Intrepid team. So that's pretty much it. If you're not already subbed, subscribe, and I'll be covering more Ashes content not only as much as I can, but when I can, in covering the news, the patch notes, and I want to keep making more guides and things that can help you guys and give you a better experience. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll keep it nice and short, and I hope you have a great week 5 heading into testing and a great weekend. Peace.